Let us see how to use ThinkStudio to set a file system trigger. Drag and drop file system trigger action from activities. Drag and drop message box action from activities. Stitch all action nodes into a task workflow. Set filter property of file system trigger action. Set include subdirectory property true of file system trigger action. Set IsActive property true of file system trigger action. Select options from notify filter property of file system trigger action as per your requirement. Here we are selecting file name. Set path property of file system trigger action. Set watcher change types property renamed of file system trigger action to fire the trigger whenever file name changes. Set text property of message box action to point to watcher change types property from the file system trigger. Click execute button from toolbar. You can see as soon as you rename the file name, the trigger will be fired successfully. Here again you can see if you set notify filter property size with file name. Set watcher change types property changed of file system trigger action. Set text property of message box action to point to notify filters property from the file system trigger action and click on execute. As you see the file size if 1 kilobit, but when you clear data from text file and save file, the size turns out 0 kilobits with trigger fired regarding change in file size. You can see the trigger is executed successfully.